It's back. Wow. I am a menace to society. What was that? I'm here to serve popcorn to the leopards. Okay everyone, welcome back. It has been a few months since we've been out with a car actually, or any videos have been on the channel. And as I'm sure you can hear, through the mountains there are what sounds like bikes echoing, but we are here today with my RB8 that is looking a little bit like an RB7 currently. Even more so when we come around to the side and we see a black door with black fenders. So since the last time that this car was on the channel, what has been done is obviously the doors, it's on both sides. These doors are straight from an RB7. As you can see, there's the little RB plaques, which is pretty nice. And there's a few things going on the inside. The bumper's the same as when you guys last saw it in the last video. But I'm going to hop inside. I do want to get started on doing this drive and telling you a few things that are, well, explain to you guys a few things that are actually going to be coming up on the channel. But for now, I want to get inside and show you a little surprise that I have. Alright, so first surprise is I have no door inserts. I never knew how awkward it was to not have door inserts. Like, when I was driving here, it's quite a long drive, I can't rest my arm on the side. You know how painful of an experience that is. It's honestly not that bad. But, I'm going to take a few more minutes since that car's going past. And that one. And another one. But what is brand new here is the thing that is in the center of it all. A brand new steering wheel. I mean, this just looks awesome. Nice. I am so sure I've filmed that guy before. I'm 100% sure I have. But anyways, the steering wheel really brings everything in this cabin together. Other than that, the car has been in and out with various different problems, getting the locks changed, because this door is from an RB7, so the locks the door handles were changed over from my RB8 doors, and the actual locking mechanism also came from the RB8. And then also there was a crack in the dashboard, which got fixed, but it meant that the whole windscreen had to come out, so it wasn't a simple thing. And the locks took quite long to sort out, so I got new keys with the little Hot Wheels car on that I very graciously did. So, let me give you a quick rundown. What we're going to do is hop out, open up the engine bay, and show you guys that very quickly. Okay, look at that. So, for anyone that is new to the channel, what we have going on here is we have a diverter valve from Forge, and over there we have an AirTech Motorsport intake, as well as a AirTech Stage 2 intercooler. Nice. Honestly, that is a really nice bike, so fair. As well as this car probably has a tune on it. I don't know what the tune is, but yeah. And then this is also brand new. It looks really nice. I mean, I really like it. Here comes another bike, though. I can hear it coming eventually. But now that that is sorted, I've shown you the engine bay. The car is yet to go on a dyno. The minute it is on a dyno, we will know how tuned, or if it even is tuned. Again, very nice. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to set off in a moment. I just want some of these cars to pass by, and I will catch you guys on the road. And I've got a few things to explain to you as well. The bikers are out in full force today. But while we're taking a little bit easy before we get going, so this car's been in and out, and yes, I have absolutely missed it, that is for certain. It is nice to have it back though. And this is the first time that I've brought it here. I've brought other cars, I've brought a different Megane here, but this is the first time that I've brought this car here. And with there being no door inserts, this car is really loud. It forces me to almost have to shout over how loud this straight-piped car is. Now, I didn't purposely straight-pipe the car. I probably would have just done the downpipe if it was up to me, but when I bought this car, it was in quite a state, and it came straight-piped. I mean, man, does this car sound good. That diverter valve sounds so nice when you come off the gas. I mean, it sounds really nice. So, if you're anywhere familiar with these cars, you will know that they have a sports button over here. It's actually the traction control button. You press it once and the car goes into sports mode. Now, we are going to do that, but what I want to explain to you guys about it is that generally it has a bit of a remap to the exhaust system, so it pops and crackles a bit more, especially if you have a trophy and you've got the Acropovich exhaust system. I don't have a trophy. I have a straight pipe. So why this car crackles and pops the way it does when it's in sports mode, I have no idea, but it does, and I don't mind. But when you last saw this car on the channel, there was a problem with when I would put my foot 100% flat. The car was choking itself and it was not accelerating. Basically what was happening is the spark plugs were incorrect. They were bad spark plugs, and yeah, fueling was just too much fuel, spark plugs couldn't keep up, and yeah, I mean, that's really all that it was. And the car's 100% now. If I put my foot flat, there's no problem. I'm not going to do it on a twisty road. But the car's basically 100%, and you might ask, oh, well, why are the door inserts out? Well, it's not because I'm a complete lunatic. I'm a little bit, but it's not because I'm a complete lunatic. The reason why they're out is because the car is getting resprayed in about, oh gosh, I mean, I'm taking it in a few days from today. And it's going to be resprayed back into its twilight blue and silver. It's going to look like a true RB8. And then you might ask, what is after that? After that, it is the stickers, and then it's a full PPF wrap off this car to preserve that paint. And then the restoration project of this car would have essentially been completed. And that's over a year and a half of, you know, interesting adventures, should I say. I mean, when I started off with this car, it was an estate, that's for sure. And I look at it now, and it's really come so far, and I couldn't be more proud of where it is now compared to where it started. I mean, the tires that were on here were not even from the RB8, they were from a different car. So I mean, so that was my foot 100% flat. Obviously not in sports mode, so not the full power has been, you know, allowed to us. But no problem with fueling anymore, just to demonstrate for you guys. But it's been over a year and a half that this car has been a problem child. It is what I nicknamed it, problem child. And I could not be happier with this car in its current state. Even though it's not fully painted, it doesn't look like an RB8, it looks like an RB7.5. I still love this car. It is absolutely incredible. And if you're in the market to get a Megane RS, I really can't recommend it more. But what I will say is keep an eye on your parts that you need for the car, because these cars to rebuild are an absolute nightmare. It's not like the BMWs. And you might ask in that same tone, well, where's your Z4M? It is sitting at the top of a jack stand with, it's at the top of a lift, with its face missing, no oil in the car, and various other things are off of it, as well as its whole exhaust system. So it's in a process. That car we probably won't see until later this year of 2025. But what I am going to do is, as we come around this corner, I'm going to put the car in sports mode. I just want you guys to hear the pops and crackles that this car does. So one tap of the traction button, ESC Sport, sports mode comes up, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to accelerate a little bit. I'm going to come off the gas. I mean, oh man, it sounds so good. And flip around. So I'll just put my foot flat in a second. I mean, it just doesn't feel like a normal Megane RS, and I've driven a tuned one, and this for me feels far more aggressive. The lift of the nose when you put your foot flat in this car is something that I haven't felt in all of my cars. I know in my N54 135i that nose lifts and the back squats, but this car, it feels different, and I love it. I love everything that is this car. I I mean, really, what a magnificent car this thing is. And you wouldn't expect it. It's a little French hot hatchback. But my goodness, is it capable. There's a reason why it held the Nürburgring lap record for front-wheel drive cars for so long. It is extremely capable. And, I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say about this car other than it's capable. Whatever you want a car like this to do, it will do it. You needn't worry if it can't jump, because it will jump. We also have upgraded brakes on this car, I forgot to mention that. Standard Brembo brakes that come with this car, but the discs are upgraded. They are racing discs. They take a little bit of time to get heat into them, but when the heat is in, they are sharp. This car sounds more extreme with the door inserts out. That's crazy. Constantly crackling, and this car is so loud without the door inserts. This is crazy. Oh man. I really, like, when I do this stuff, I wonder how much fun must it be to, you know, be able to fully send a car down the Nürburgring. I mean, like, what? This car is just so cool. And you know, I know it's not the fastest car, and I do think that my Z4M would be a much better experience. as far as a sports car goes, but that does not take away from what this car is, or what this car does. This car is gorgeous in so many different ways, from its capabilities to its sound to its looks, and I think even more so when it's got the, you know, matching colors of its body panels sorted. It will look even better. The roads are getting busier and busier as we're out here, so I think this last bit going back up is going to be the end of our run. But I mean, the name of the game when it comes to a Renault Megane RS, whether it's the generation before this or the generation after this, is always handling and being lightweight. It's handling, lightweight, good brakes. It's what these cars were built to do, and it's why they do so well in the Nordschleife, is because of the speed that they can carry through corners. And I think if you take a look at, you know, what the Megane 2 RS, the generation before this, what it accomplished, it also held the Nürburgring lap record for front-wheel drive cars. This one did. Then the generation after this did. And then obviously Renault Sport dissolved, and that doesn't exist anymore. But you get what I'm saying, that this is a brand of heritage. And this line, this lineage that has been broken with the new Megane, it was a line or heritage of just sportiness, capability, would you even say, or, you know, handling. It was honestly such a good run of cars, and Renault Sport knew exactly what they were doing when they were making these cars. They did not miss whatsoever. They absolutely nailed everything about these cars. And I also, for me personally, like going through everything I have gone through with this car, then adding on the steering wheel with the center line. I don't know what it is. Why does no one talk about how nice center lines are? It's so cool. Like, okay, maybe you'll say, oh, I feel like I'm in a Formula 1 car. No, I just think it looks cool. But it does look a bit like a Formula 1 car, I won't lie. But I just think it looks so cool. I love the center line. Yeah, I mean, there's two cars ahead of us. We're not going to be flooring it down here. We already did that. But you get my point, that this is just such an awesome platform that does incredibly well with whatever you throw it in. Besides maybe rally driving. I think if you put this car on track, I've seen them on track personally. I track my Clio RS, and that car is fast, I won't lie. There's a little zippy little thing around the track that we have here locally. But my goodness, these cars are so capable on track, and especially the guys that know these cars better than I do, because they've been driving them longer, they have more experience with them. Like, they just know the cars better than I do, and what they can do with these cars on track is awesome. Like, you don't need to go and spend more money on, let's say you want something that's really good at handling, a Porsche Boxster or Porsche Cayman. You don't need to if that's not exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking for something that's, I'm also going to turn the car off of sports mode back into normal mode. If you're looking for something that is, you know, somewhat practical, not uncomfortable to drive, they can do it all. It can be your daily, your track car, and your mountain pass car. This is an all-in-one car, honestly. And yes, you could argue so does a Cayman and so does a Boxster. They can all do those things, and they can, yes, absolutely. But it's a Porsche. It's going to cost more than a Renault, you know? But I won't lie. A Porsche Cayman would be nice, however I have a Z4M, so I'm slightly partial to that. But my point still remains that if you're looking for one car to do it all, this absolutely can. It's got back seats. I've sat in the back seats, or in the back seat of one before. It's not comfortable, so if you have kids and you're wanting to take them with you, or friends, I would think again probably. It's really not comfortable at all. It's quite an uncomfortable experience, and the back seats are quite small. So really I wouldn't bother with it. Just enjoy your car as it is. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in and swing the car around. Okay. Wow, that went places. Just want to give the car a little bit of time to settle. You can hear the bikes. Okay, I mean, yeah, this car did fantastically, and not having the fueling problem is awesome. Well, here comes the bike. Oh, my. I mean, look, I know this car is loud, this RB8. I know it's loud. It's not as loud as that, though. That is much louder, my goodness. But honestly, there's not much more I can say about this car. I love it. It's not going anywhere. There's exciting things coming up on this channel with various different ideas, plans, and videos. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'm just gonna let this bike pass. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed, and there won't be any videos for about close to a month, but as soon as I'm back, there will be videos again. I do hope you guys have enjoyed, and yeah, I mean, I love this car. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.